after missing 8 games with an ankle. So that ankle might be flaring up a little bit. He was one of the reasons why they won that game Friday against the New York Knicks. A red-hot Phoenix team, a team desperately in need of a victory with the Lakers wearing their Sunday whites. And Anthony Davis, Mike just mentioned his best game stat-wise of the year. KCP got it. So a KC3 to start the game for the Lakers.
But again, delightfully, he hits the open man and gets the 3.
Well, the point guard, Chris Paul, turns it over, and here's Alex Caruso. Had 18 points the other night, and he scores. That was a season high. Stu, he was ultra aggressive, looking to get to the basket. To shoot with 2 minutes into the game. Drummond lob. AD, throw it down.
Well, that's what happens when you front one low post. If the other one comes up the lane.
The backup center, and Trez sat for the second time while being healthy in the last month.
Well, 1 out of 2 for Booker, so they're on the board.
And LeBron is in the house. Beat the Clippers already this afternoon in this building. Big win for New York. Drummond in deep, going to use the glass rebound to DeAndre Ayton out of Nassau in the Bahamas. One of 4 countries represented on this roster. There's Chris Paul. They are still looking for their first field goal. Are they going to get it in the corner? And they are. Mikal Bridges, who is second in the entire league in NBA three-point shots from the corner made. Davis, mid-range magic for AD.
Again, when you inbound the ball early.
Starting the night, they were 3 up on the Warriors, who was a game and a half or a half game up on Memphis. And again, this easily could be the first-round matchup come playoff time. If the Lakers get into the play-in and they win, and Phoenix then finishes second, it would be 2.
Where, you know, normally Ayton likes to operate it closer into the paint.
AD usually goes the entire first quarter. Underneath, double team, and scores anyway. Wow. Anthony Davis, who went 36, 12, and 5 the other night. Timeouts, Phoenix.
That was a very difficult shot that Anthony Davis just
trying to lob it to AD. It hit the rim, comes down, and Davis picks up the garbage and scores.
What was a bad pass? He overthrew AD a bit, but it ended up perfect as it became an assist, basically.
Big lead for the Lakers. Booker, he turns Gasol around and scores in the lane. Devin Booker, of course, he had that 70-point game a few years back against Boston. 2017 was the three-point contest winner here at Staples Center in 2018. Overall Star Weekend. Good ball moving. Corner, Caruso, the Caruso has got a triple.
You've got to give Anthony Davis a partial assist on all of these, because they are like double and tripling them, and all they have to do is move the ball, and they're getting open shots.
The convenience score field goal right now for the Lakers. They're 7 out of 11. Chris Paul, who is tops in the league in mid-range jumpers, going to try and foul AD intentionally, and they didn't call it. I thought he tried to grab him right there.
Well, he used those quick hands and knocked the ball out of AD's hands.
Even better. For Chris Paul, top 5 all-time in assists, top 5 all-time in steals. Chris Paul.
Lakers couldn't have asked for a better start on both ends.
They bounce now to Anthony Davis. They've got to play desperate, and they certainly are so far. Ton of energy. Now, Montrez led the Lakers in scoring against this team. Back on March 21st, he scored 23. Kuz, by the way, who started in LeBron's spot, had 22. With Kuzma not starting tonight after an awful game shooting in Portland. While we have a moment, here's a quick word from Jack in the Box.
Get my $5.99 50-50 popcorn chicken with both classic and spicy. Only a Jack in the Box.
And true, as Trez goes back to the line, you have more on number 15.
Yeah, so we discussed in the Portland game, Trez didn't play in part because Frank Vogel said he's going to go big when the other team is big in their backup lineup. So Enes Kanter, right, is the backup big for Portland. That meant that Marc Gasol was going to get almost all of the bench minutes. In this case, of course, Harrell in early. As you guys have discussed, this is a small Phoenix second unit, either Kaminsky, sometimes Saric. So that does seem to be the evolution of what they're going to do at the center position here moving forward.
Well, Kaminsky's pretty tall.
All about matchups. Here's Payne, the southpaw, drilling at Cameron Payne. The campaign. His 3rd team in 3 years. Hits the 3. For Phoenix now, they've hit 2 from downtown.
And that's what you can't allow to happen, though. You can't allow their bench to come in and get their momentum for them.
By the way, Cameron Payne might be in that exactly as he's grabbing his knee for a second. He appears to be all right now. 22-9. Phoenix has won 6 of their last 7. They have the best road record in the NBA at 22-10. And they're going to be making the playoffs for the first time since 2010 when they lost to the Lakers in the Western Conference Finals.
This is what Frank does. Spots up, shoots threes.
Long lead. Gasol is breaking out. Was Horton Tucker. And a block from behind by Bridges.
That's good hustle play by Bridges. Very nice hustle play.
All the way back to help out and block the shot. Devin Booker comes up short and a rebound, and big Spaniard Marc Gasol. As we're looking at 4 minutes to play in the first quarter. And we will see Ben McLemore in a moment for the Lakers. Again, no Kuzma. Horton Tucker. And he's going to turn it over.
Shuffle the feet on the move. He gets called for traveling as we get another look with our front row view, our Oculus, as Bridges comes in from seemingly nowhere to reject the attempt by THT.
Turnovers, Lakers tied for 27th. I'm going to tell you right now, that's not good in turnovers, although they've been getting better. Booker, they committed 14 of them. 8 in the first quarter the other night, Stu, and then none in the second and third quarter before falling apart a little bit in that regard. That's good defense right there, a little phone booth defense.
Well, that was a good job of stepping and closing off the baseline. Then when Booker picked up his dribble, they really had him in a real trap.